Welcome to the Sports Hangover. I'm Michael Benatar, joined alongside J-Dawg.
Mike, it's good to see you. Happy March. We had completely different weekends, it sounds like.
Yeah. I had a baby shower, and you finally paid up on your registry gift, which I'm excited to hear about. I want to see also, what the wife of mutual friend thought, because it feels like a mutual friend gift only. So I'm curious. I'm sure people are very interested.
We can bring her on live if you want. I'd have her call in. I think she had a great time. We're here to talk about the Lakers today, folks. It's March. It's not NFL draft yet. It's coming. We have some NFL nuggets later coming off the combine, Mike. The Bucks signed a great player, but we got to start with NBA news.
Oh, NBA. Oh, man, you're really throwing me off here. I don't even know where. There it is.
He's got it.
Oh, wait, that was the end of it. Hold on. It's going to restart. Here we go.
Okay.
There it is.
NBA news.
I think the listeners love those 10 seconds of you looking for the soundboard on the
so
machine.
Hard to find.
They love that. So I went to my first Lakers game. I have lived in LA almost 2 years, never been to a Lakers game. Me and you, we went to a Clippers game back in the era of Lob City. It wasn't like this. This was a show. It was showtime for the Lakers. It was a great game. It was Saturday night, 8:30 Eastern, the ABC game of the week. The number one team is there, had millions of viewers. LeBron going for 40,000 career points. Of course, no one in history has done that because no one has the longevity of LeBron. Against the defending NBA champion, the Nuggets. What a treat, first of all. What a treat to go to a game like that. Like, how lucky am I? And how lucky, Mike, lucky are the two people that came to the game with me as part of their event night wedding gift? I went off-registry. And we're going to break this all down. If listeners to last week's show know, we had a discussion about the registry, went kind of viral in a few different places this week. I'm not saying go off-registry for everything. I'm normalizing sick shit in registries, and I'm normalizing Lakers tickets to new wedding couples. And that's what happened. Just so everyone's clear, our friends got married. I gifted them Lakers tickets in the end is what happened. And that's a pretty sick wedding gift because a lot of people get toasters, Mike. A lot of people get air fryers.
Yeah.
A lot of people get shit they don't like. Maybe a knife set. He could have had a knife set, but he got to go to this Lakers-Nuggets game instead. So we're starting right there with how sick the game was. Did you watch any of it?
I did not watch any of it. I was out Saturday night. A lot of people were in for the baby showers. We were out to dinner, hanging out. I heard about LeBron hitting the 40,000. You know what's always weirds me out? LeBron is the weirdest interviewer. Like, somebody asked him, like, hey, what would you tell 18-year-old self? And he's like, 18-year-old myself had a good head on his shoulder. I wouldn't say a word to him. Like, what are you saying? Like, what do you mean?
That's a weird thing to say.
It's a weird thing to say. It's just like, why is he so weird? But yeah, all right. So how was it? How did the couple receive it? Because I think on our thread, only one person really commented, which was one of our friends in Austin that is in the wedding business, and he said stick to the registry. That was the only feedback that I really saw.
Yeah, but I'm not sure he fully understood that Lakers tickets were the replacement gift instead of something from the registry. Now we also got a TikTok comment. I just think this is worth reading, Mike. This is from one of our listeners, Emo Burger. Yeah. He said, going off the registry is like asking Santa for an Xbox and getting a T89 graphing calculator.
Yeah.
To that, I would say Lakers tickets are not a TI-89 graphing calculator. I am not saying go off registry and get the most random, stupid shit like some book, some self-help guru. Don't do that. I'm not blowing up the wedding space here. I'm not reinventing the playbook.
Sounded like you were.
All I'm doing, Mike, is I am adding an event to the idea of a new wedding couple for a wedding registry. How about for you? I was thinking, oh my gosh, you're having a baby. You have a registry all set up. You did a plea last week on the show. Please stick to the registry if you're going to get us anything.
Yeah.
A question for you before I tell you more about this.
Yeah.
Would you rather have something from your registry or 2 Lakers Nuggets tickets?
Honestly, the registry, because this baby's coming soon.
You don't mean that.
I wouldn't need to. Now, listen, here, how about this? I would say if you were giving us just 2 tickets without you, maybe that would have been a gift. Like,
why is that got better? Us like I make things better. Why is that better?
He got us like a gift to go out. He bought us dinner and a hotel room. Sure, maybe we'd be up for that. But I guess it's like you're including yourself, so it's almost like you're part of the gift, which maybe, some people might not want. in that gift. Because like if you
I don't know, no one at that game didn't want me there. I'll tell you that first of all. Everyone wanted me there. I'm an event person, and it's okay, Mike, because this is something else. One of the reasons our podcast works so well is that we disagree about a lot. And I would say I'm a better event person than you. You don't love going to events. You don't love being there the whole time.
Sure,
you don't
that's
love
why I host
the whole
events.
pregame, the long window. Right. And so it is different people. And you might not want to go to the event. I love the event. And this couple loved the event. He's willing to testify, whether it's on the podcast, whether it's in writing, however you want it. He's willing to get involved. He said he's never come on the podcast. Did you hold a gun to him or something? Do you have he said he's not coming on the podcast. No, mutual friend does not come on the pod. He did say that. I'm just trying to normalize something as sick as Lakers tickets for a new couple or new parents. I think it'd be a great gift for new parents who are dealing with a child and probably have no fun for the first several months of that.
Are you offering to babysit while we go to a Lakers game? Is that what you're offering? We might take that.
I would rather be at the Lakers game than babysitting. I don't know why I have to do a task and get you a present.
Because
now it's like a 2 for 1.
If we have the baby, then we have to be like, well, we got to get a sitter that night and figure out all that. Then we got to come back. Is Aaron breastfeed? You know, there's all these logistic parts with the baby.
That. But that's why we had 2 different weekends. You are getting ready for a baby, and I went out with the non-baby crew, and we had a great Saturday night at Staples. Mike, we don't go to enough Lakers games. Let me just say that right there. Like, we've never been together. We went to that one Clippers game. We should be going to Lakers games all the time. The way they have Staples in such a crypto.com in such amazing state inside. It's like this whole, all the lights are dim and then all the lights are flying. They had a sheet come down from the roof and they were playing highlights on this sheet. Like you were at some like concert that was something about to go off right before a tip off. It was such a great show. There's no bad seats. It was LeBron and Jokic. It was just such a great game, and we need to be doing more Lakers games in general.
I agree. I want to go to more games. It's always tough, though, because you go and you're spending hundreds of dollars to go. It's not just like, because I even thought about season tickets for the Kings. And I was like, oh, it's not that bad. It's like $100 a ticket. You're in the club level. This is great. But I'm like, oh, well, I got to park. I got to eat the food there. I got to drink a beer. You're spending minimum $100. Easy. $100. I mean, plenty more usually, but $100 easily every time you go. And that's not even including ticket prices.
I think you hit on a great point about the wedding gift I gave this couple. What a high value gift this was. I mean, things of this value are not typically on the registry, which is another feather in my cap. And I don't know why I'm taking so much heat for such a great, expensive gift that I gave to these people.
All right. Well, we'll see. I'm going to reach out to mutual friend's wife and see her thoughts in writing. Maybe I'll talk to her. I'll record her on the call. We'll get her on.
I would love that. I don't know if she'll give you consent for that, but she would love that. She had a great time. He had a great time. We had dinner downtown before.
Great.
We got
Did you buy
drinks.
That too?
Wait a second.
All right. Okay.
Wait a second. Do you know how much these tickets were? They were very expensive.
Yeah.
They were against the defending champions, and it was LeBron going for $40,000. But definitely had a great event night. Here's something else I learned, by the way. Yeah. As an American Express card holder, which you are too, did you know we get 2 free drinks at Crypto.com Arena and the American Express Lounge?
I did not know, but I do love club level. It's a great spot to be. A little less crowded, a little less line for the food. Food options a little better. It's nice. It's nice up there.
We'll get back to a hockey game soon. That's more your speed, and we'll have to get 2 free drinks with the American Express.
Okay, I like that.
That'd be good. My last point on this wedding registry thing, which really went off the rails this week, is I've started a new service, Mike, to help people in case they don't like the gifts that they got for their wedding or for their baby shower, which apparently is a big thing as you're describing. I don't think Lakers tickets would be included in that, but some people might not like their gifts, and I'm aware of it. And so we've started a new service called J-Dawg's Junk Removal. And there's trucks being seen across the country at this point, and we are removing these gifts that some people don't like the toaster ovens, the air fryers, the over-gifted items, like the 7th pajamas for your kid that might not be necessary. I might haul that out.
I'm just going to say a lot of it's returnable if you do have a registry. So everything is returnable, which is good. You can get some new items that way. The baby list or registry, a lot of random stuff. The 2 things, there's 2 things on that list that she wants that still no one bought. She wants nipple covers. No one bought her nipple covers.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah. Hey, you need those nips get tough when you start breastfeeding, you know? I'm just letting you know.
We're going there. Now you may have sent that to the group, and it was not clear if those were for you or for her, and so it's good to know they're not for you, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they're not for me. I won't be breastfeeding.
They're not for you.
Yeah, they're not for me. But yeah, she'll be the ones with sore nipples. I guess they help out with sore nipples. No idea.
Okay,
just to let you know. Yeah.
Off the nipple talk. That's the type of thing we might remove with J-Dawg's junk removal.
I can't wait until you get married, J-Dawg, and your wife is like, why are your friends buying you the weirdest shit off our registry? And she will be pissed.
Tickets. I'm normalizing this. We're going to have event tickets on my wedding registry.
Okay, that's fine.
It's all experiences.
If they're on your registry, we're buying them. Everybody has experiences on their honeymoon fund. Stuff like that. People put experiences on there as well.
The other thing I would say is you shouldn't go like off registry random gift for like non-close friends. It has to be close friends that you might want to spend a night with, maybe ones that you want to have an event with. And so I just want to piggyback off last week, a lot of discourse on that.
All right.
A few other things from the game. Look, Mike, LeBron hit 40,000. He drove to the hole so many times. He's an old man. He can't shoot anymore. He missed most of his shots, but he was driving and he was making them. And he's a big boy out there still at this stage of his career.
How many points did he need to score to hit that 40,000 that night you were there?
He needed 9. I thought it'd be in the first quarter, but he was conserving a lot of energy. You could tell he was waiting it out because the Nuggets are such a good team, defending champs. The Lakers were winning most of the game. I thought LeBron would try to take over in the fourth, but the Nuggets and Jokic kind of made it happen. But he only needed 9 and he got it early. So it wasn't like we were sweating it out.
Nice. All right. I listen, it's great that they went. I'm glad they had, a mutual friend had a good time on his wedding gift that you paid up on.
Exactly.
And it was a memorable night, right? He got 40,000. You'll never forget. There'll probably be a banner at some point for that
there's the in-season tournament banner was hanging in there, so they do have banners for everything.
Yeah, they're gonna put banners for sure.
And then Jokic on the Nuggets. We never talk about the Nuggets. We don't watch much basketball, but we're turning into a basketball podcast.
We have to
in the off season. Jokic, he missed so many shots, Mike. He was like complaining to the refs, being a big baby the whole time. We remarked several times like he's having a bad game. Superstar, what? He finished with 35 points, 10 rebounds, and the win. And he made it look like he was playing poorly. Like, that guy is so good to make that performance result in 35 points.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's weird. Basketball, just like, I can't get that into it right now because it's so hard to, like, there's so many games going on all the time. It's just like hockey. Like, I was watching some hockey the other night. I'm like, this game really doesn't matter, but it went into an overtime and a shootout, which was fun. But it is hard to keep up with all the games. That's why football is the best. It's just like you got Sundays, maybe one game Thursday. It's so good. But yeah, we should go to more events. We should go to more games. Your company should hook us up with some tickets occasionally, Just saying.
Yeah, TSH Holdings should hook us up with that. You're exactly right. My last note on the Lakers and LeBron. Last week we talked about his son, Bronny, who is not playing well at USC. This is a hot button topic. We had... not kidding you, over 15,000 views on me and you talking about Bronny James. And the first problem with that is we don't know much about Bronny James. Just letting you guys know. Way too many views on that. The algo was pumping Bronny James for people.
Really was.
I got some inside information. I mentioned this was an ABC game. Stephen A. Smith was on the court. Got to talk to him for a minute. Woj was there. And I got a Woj bomb here.
Oh.
He said, quote, LeBron wants Bronny to be his own man. Don't look for them to play together. This is what Woj told me on the court at Staples Center. I was doing reporting. I am expensing all of these tickets, Mike.
Do you, I have a question about that. I think it's LeBron deflecting and saying, hey, don't put a lot of draft capital in him because the Lakers are going to try to get him in like the 5th round or something. Whatever they're going to try to do. They don't want to boost him up too much because I think he really wants to play with them. I think that was a quote years ago by LeBron saying that
it was years ago, and that's what we've been anticipating. That's what we talked about last week. Like, where are they going to play? In the D League? Go play at USC? LeBron has college eligibility. But because Bronny's only scoring 3 points a game in college right now. But apparently he has more time. But maybe this is LeBron deflecting. A lot of people think he's going to leave the Lakers. So you think they'll still end up playing together next year is what you're saying?
I think if LeBron has 2 years, 3 years left in him, how old is he? 38? Somewhere around there?
39,
39? He doesn't have long. And I'm sure he wants to play with his son. I'm sure he's saying all these comments, so there's a little less pressure on him playing in college. He's not performing very well. And I think this is just a way of like, hey, well, the Lakers will draft you. Jeannie gave me a handshake and said they'll get you in here. And I feel like that's what Jeannie does, right? She wants to like please the superstars and like come here, play with us. And if LeBron wants his kid there, He's going to play there. And I think what a great season. Even if he's terrible and comes off the bench and plays with LeBron occasionally, I think it'll be great for him. And then he can go somewhere else and play.
The problem with that, with like acting like you're running the Showtime organization instead of an organization
LeBron
that's trying
or
to
Genie?
win, Genie in that regard, the problem is they're going to spend draft capital on a guy who's averaging 3 points a game in college. And so LeBron needs all the help he can get. Like, this is what we talked about last week. They're the number 10 seed right now. They're playing better lately. They almost beat the Nuggets. They didn't. Like, they're going to be having to play the Warriors just to get into the playoffs at this point. And that's like, he needs more help around him. Kind of stupid if the GM says, I'm going to use resources on your son who's no good instead of real players.
I do think, I feel like people coach up LeBron. Be like, hey, LeBron, you have to say these things or say this stuff, because it does seem like he's thinking about it when people are asking him a question. It's like, what did they say to me pregame to mention in this? Or what should I be saying here that push the narrative the right way? And, they have Rich Paul and that whole organization, their agency. So I feel like it is definitely a narrative thing that they want to push, because the cycle is so fast and they just want to get it out there. Be like, LeBron's out. Bronny's not playing with them. That's the end of the story. Heard it from LeBron. And guess what? I'm sure next year when the draft happens, I'm sure Bronny will be a Laker.
Well, sure enough, they're pushing it right here on the Sports Hangover, because I got that exclusive source, and you're saying they're just feeding me information just to get Bronny to end up.
You're pushing the narrative, Jeremy. Give me those comments on Bronny. That's what I want to hear.
I lost my audio for a second as I switch over, but I'm going to read these comments to you as long as you can still hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
A few comments from our TikTok page on the Bronny James story of last week. One of the great comments here, you guys just don't know ball. Appreciate that. You're probably right.
Yeah.
The Lakers will need him in the second just to be nice to LeBron, or take him in the second just to be nice to LeBron. And that's kind of what you're saying. Someone made the joke. Technically, LeBron has 4 years of college, play at USC. I like that one. He's still getting drafted. Think you're wrong about that. It's his first year of college. Let the kid develop. But LeBron doesn't have 4 years to wait. That's the whole point. He needs to come out and play really soon. We got to relax casuals here. Appreciate you calling us out for what we are. And so I guess a lot of it actually came back on us, Mike. Some of the comments came back on us instead of LeBron and Bronny. But I appreciate the 15,000 views on TikTok on our one Bronny James video.
I love that TikTok's blowing up. I didn't check on it. I got to go there and comment a little more. YouTube is a lot of comments there as well. It just depends on what video takes off, which is a lot of fun. By the way, you can subscribe to us at youtube.com/The Sports Hangover. Find us on TikTok at The Sports Hangover. We're posting clips every single week, so it's a lot of fun. Well, I'm glad we got a lot of comments. I got to search through some of the other comments, because I know we got some hate comments for sure on some other hot topics. I didn't even look at the comments on our engagement thing. Can you not hear me? You can't hear me. Jeremy can't hear me. You can hear me now? We're still recording. Nothing.
I'm trying to come back to you, Mike. I just don't know how right now.
Okay. All right. What do you want to talk? I'm going to pull up some stuff. We're going to talk. All right. You're taking those off. You're going rogue. Okay. Jeremy went rogue. Can you hear me?
I'm here. Can you hear me now? Probably with an echo, but I'm back.
There's a slight echo. Maybe pop those back in after we start talking. I wanted to talk about some of the signings that went on with the NFL this week, and also a retirement that just happened right before the show. Jason Kelsey retired.
I'm back.
Okay,
I got it. Jason Kelsey just retired. A great job setting up the NFL offseason, transitioning from Bronny.
Yeah.
And the NFL Combine happened. So which one's more important, do you think?
I want to hit all these. So yeah, Jason Kelsey retired. Sad. It was weird because earlier after you're on your computer right now. It was weird after the football season ended. He's like, no one knows what I'm doing. I'm not retiring, blah, blah, blah. He's coming back. I even thought he signed a contract. But yeah, he's now retiring. He looked really sad. Travis was there, and I hear myself in the background.
We're trying to fix it, Mike. It's real time here.
I know it's real time. I know. But yeah, it's just like a very weird. All right, hold on one second. You good?
Just keep going. Just keep going for the people. We'll make it up.
Okay. All right. There's not much to talk about Jason Kelsey. I want to talk about Mike Evans. I threw out a hot little topic in our group thread the other day, or actually this morning after this news came out. Mike Evans signed a 2-year, $52 million deal. And I immediately said, this is going to hurt the Bucs because that's a lot of money and he's going to stay there. But I just wanted to know what you thought, because everybody did not like my tie. Now, a lot of people are from Tampa, so obviously they're going to defend Mike Evans. But what do you think about Mike Evans signing with the Bucs again?
I'm back with the audio. Sorry about the difficulties for just a second there. You're right. They spent a lot of money on Mike Evans. He's pretty old. He's probably older than us. Yeah. We know how our backs feel in the morning. And the part that scares me, like, of course, Bucs fans are happy about it. He's been there his whole career. He probably will be now. The part that scares me is they don't have a quarterback. So you're signing this man to all that money, and it's no guarantee that Baker is going to be throwing him passes. You hope he is. But what are you going to pay Baker? Like, I saw something this week. Baker could be getting $30 million a year, like franchise QB money. Oh. One, do the Bucs even have that much? Because they just gave Mike Evans $55 million.
Yeah,
and two,
$52 million. Yeah. So
two,
25 each year. Yeah.
Isn't that too much if you're giving Baker 30 and 25 for Evans, 55 on two guys? There is a salary cap.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you get Baker and Mike Evans, sure, you know, maybe that's a good fit. And, you know, Baker did play really well. But I just think, like, let that man go sign somewhere else. You guys could get some, like, young draft capital, wide receivers in this round. It seems like there's a lot of talented guys. We can talk about the draft combine in a minute. But, like, I was watching some highlights. I would just casually have the highlights on. And, like, dudes were out there. Some dude was like, he ran the fastest 40, like 4.21 seconds. I mean, there's guys out there that look pretty good, and it seems like everybody's heavy on quarterback. I think they should have done it the reverse. Sign Baker, and then go get some of these younger guys and see what they can do. Because Mike Evans has been there for years, like his whole career. And I never thought he was a superstar. I always felt like he was good, but never that great. And that's
his
what
run of consistency is really impressive. Like 1,000-yard season after 1,000-yard season, so many touchdowns. How much of that is quarterback dependent? He had Brady for a while. Baker was great last year versus, you're right, if Baker goes to sign with Atlanta or Minnesota or the Patriots, as has been rumored, who's the Bucs quarterback and what's the point of spending on Mike Evans? It's almost like they might be doing it as a recruiting tool. I would love to see the moment that Baker goes somewhere else. And it's like, damn, we're stuck holding the bag with Mike and we don't have a quarterback. We don't have a high pick to even get a good young guy. Like, what does that look like? Because now we might be seeing 5 to 6 quarterbacks go in the first half of the draft. The Bucs made the playoffs. They picked like 26. So they don't have a shot at any of those guys. I think it's Baker or bust. And that statement's kind of crazy. Even going back a year ago when Baker was signed for like $6 million, no one saw him handing the keys to him.
I just wonder because, you know, there's a lot of guys, like, obviously Bears are trying to move Justin Fields, it looks like, and Russell just got released. So they're, you know, Denver's going to be paying him tons of money. Russell's like happy to literally go anywhere and play some football if people want him. I don't know if
the
that's
crazy thing is the Broncos have to pay him like $85 million or whatever it is.
No
so he
what.
Can go anywhere and he'll be free to that team.
Yeah. So there's a lot of QBs out there. It's like Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields is available, Baker's available, Russell's available. Who's going to end up where? I don't know. I mean, these aren't all like guys that you're like dying to have on your team, but I think a good switch up could help you out a little bit. And we'll see. I mean, Russell in Tampa could be a place where he could land and get a cheap guy, and then they can get some, maybe they don't have to pay anything, right? It's just like minimum salary.
So that's the great thing, because Russell's going to go to a team, and the team he goes to will spend no salary cap on him because he's already being paid by the Broncos. He'll get the league minimum, less than $1 million. And so if you're a team in cap hell, which you gave us last week, the teams that have good cap situations, or you're a team that wants to stack up other places, maybe Russell is the best bet. But also some experts think he might be out of the league. He's so bad right now. So I don't know about like getting Russell as a starter. Like, I don't know about that.
I know. There's just a lot of unknowns. Do you want to give us anything?
I need your thoughts on Russell. He was released by the Broncos today. Yep. Technically, it'll hit next week. You had it from the jump, Mike. You knew Seattle had to get rid of him. You gave up on him. You and Pete Carroll were the only people in the world that gave up on him. The Walmart family gave him $300 million. And now they owe him $300 million.
It's so crazy. I don't know. I mean, you saw it for years. And what's crazy is I think Bronco fans really had hope. They're like, no. He's good. Peyton's coming. He's going to be even better. And maybe he did play a little bit better this year. Maybe their defense was good, bad at times. But yeah, I don't know if he ends up somewhere, but there are a lot of desperate teams. Like literally there are teams that could use him right away. Like the Falcons could definitely use him if they didn't want to pay all that draft capital to get Justin Fields. Because it seems like they want a first round pick this year, a first round pick next year just for Justin because they paid so much for him.
we learned at the Combine that's not happening. Justin Fields' trade value is not what the Bears want it to be. One, there's a reason the Bears are eager to trade him. They're moving off of him. And two, there's so many good QBs available, whether it's free agency with Kirk Cousins, the draft, which is stacked. Why act now, 2 months before the draft, on a guy who's just okay? He's probably not going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where he goes, too. And I think if Justin Fields does go somewhere, it's going to be a bad team. And it could, I mean, maybe it's just Carolina. I feel like, Bears and Carolina love trading with each other, right?
Well, they're going to give Bryce Young another shot. We can debate if that's smart or not. We can give that a shot. I have a few NFL rumors that I can share here, Mike.
Yeah.
Coming out of the Combine, going to Staples, talking to all the industry experts.
Yeah.
There's 3 teams that seem to be zeroed in on Russell Wilson / Justin Fields. And so this is the non-draft, non-Kirk Cousins. Like if you can't get Kirk Cousins and you can't draft a guy, there's 3 teams looking at Russell and Fields. One, Pittsburgh Steelers. They have Kenny Pickett. Mutual friend wants them to roll into the season with Kenny Pickett again.
That's crazy.
I don't understand.
No.
The blindness. Are you blind to Pittsburgh?
I think he is. You got to get rid of Pickett. He's done. He's over.
Fields and Wilson are both an upgrade on Pickett, right?
100%. I mean, he should be so excited to get Justin Fields. At least the games would be fun to watch, and you wouldn't be like, oh, I mean, Justin Fields can throw occasionally, but he doesn't like to throw as much.
He likes to run.
Yeah, I think Russell, if you want somebody like a little more stable and you know what you're going to get out of him, but maybe Justin Fields is like an all-star in hiding and just needs to go to the right organization.
It doesn't seem real deep down there.
It doesn't seem like anybody that's ever been in Chicago has had a good time, and I don't know if it's because the organization just is so badly operated, but they have so many draft picks. They have so much capital. They can do whatever they want this year. Well, they have the 1st and 9th overall. That's crazy.
That's correct.
Crazy.
And, it's pretty wild. And I have something coming up on the Bears also. So the other teams, the other 2 teams looking at Russell and Fields, the Atlanta Falcons, who you mentioned.
Yep.
I think the Falcons do want Kirk Cousins. I wouldn't be surprised if Cousins stays in Minnesota or joins Sean Payton in Denver. I don't think he's likely in Atlanta. So look out for Russell or Fields there. What do you think of that spot?
I think Kirk is bad outdoors. That man needs a dome.
Oh, you think Denver conditions are no good?
Oh, terrible for Kirk. He is not an outdoor man.
The betting lines show that. The betting stats show him inside versus out.
Yeah, this man needs a 1 p.m. Eastern game.
So Atlanta is perfect. They play all their games at 1 o'clock in the Dome.
Yeah, you do not want that mountain time, 1 p.m., 12 o'clock kickoff. You don't want that. You need same structure or he's not going to be good.
Mike, your betting mind just delivered Kirk Cousins to the Falcons. They go on the road, their biggest rival, the Saints, in a dome. It's like so perfect to get him there. I love that.
He needs a dome. He's a dome guy.
The other team looking at both of these guys, because they picked 13th overall, probably not going to get one of the top guys. Las Vegas Raiders. Antonio Pierce was kept there. They need a better quarterback than Aiden O'Connell. Jimmy G will be shipped out, also suspended. So they're looking at Fields and Russell.
Did you see the ratings of all the teams, the anonymous ratings of all the teams? How
I did. The Dolphins were first, A+.
Dolphins were great. Yeah. It's weird how organizations are like making players pay for like childcare or you have to pay for your food or pay for these things or the facilities. Like I think Tampa had like cockroaches, which it's in Florida. I mean, you're going to get cockroaches occasionally,
Del Mabry Highway full of cockroaches.
I mean, all the strip clubs are right there. It's just like, it's crazy to see. And you're like, if I'm a rookie and I saw all these reports come out, where do I want to go? I don't want to go to an F team, which was the Raiders. The Raiders did not look like a happy place to be with all.
Which is weird because they have new facilities in Vegas. Their practice field should be sick. Their locker room should be sick. The stadium, we know it's the most expensive ticket last year on average of any stadium. The Raiders shouldn't be last on that list. You live in Vegas.
I know. Whatever's going on, as a rookie or as a draft pick coming in, it looks like you have to make decisions. It looks like Caleb Williams also is like trying to. I heard that he's trying not to sign the rookie contract to get the biggest contract for a rookie ever or something. Like he doesn't want to sign the rookie contract. He wants to sign it
not as a rookie.
Yeah, he wants to sign another deal.
Like after his rookie year.
No, like it seems like he wants to come in and sign a different contract.
But he is a rookie.
He is a rookie, but they could just sign him to a major contract right away.
This guy, Mike, he bothers me, and we've talked about it because he's supposed to be the second coming, and he loses a bunch of games in college, and he cries, and he tries to be manipulative, and it's like, what is going on? You're not Tom Brady yet.
Not yet, but I don't think you ever will be. But did you see the interviews with him at the Combine? This man It irritates me so much how he answers everything. He looks like he doesn't need to be there. He's like, I'm not doing medical. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I don't like it because this is the point of it. And obviously, like some of these guys already, like, if you're in the top 10, you probably don't need it because you're not going to move up too much in the draft. But if you're, if you're a 4th round pick, you probably want to go out there and be like, damn, this guy maybe is a 2nd round pick and we can get him for value at this round. But I just don't like that these top 10 guys, it's not even top 10. It's Caleb Williams doing all this. And I don't like his attitude. And if he goes to the Bears, it serves him right to go to a terrible organization with that attitude because he is not a guy I'd want on my team.
But they have all that cap space and they have all the draft picks. Maybe they won't be terrible with Caleb. Speaking of the Bears, here's what I'm hearing on one of their big additions. They have a ton of salary cap. It sounds like Saquon Barkley's most likely destination is the Bears. They want a safety blanket for Caleb Williams, the rookie QB. They have the money to do it. They don't have a running back in place. The Giants are not going to pay Saquon. So likely about $10 million a year that the Bears will give him.
Didn't they have like 3 running backs last year for the Bears?
Yeah, but they weren't good. Like Foreman was one.
Yeah, they just had random guys running all the time.
Yeah, they're very random.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you're going to I wonder, because Caleb can't get out of it, right? It's like if you're draft first, you're draft first and you're going to
He was trying to float rumors of that. Like, I might not go to Chicago. Bro, you're going where you're drafted because you're just a rookie like everyone else.
How did Eli pull it off? How did his agent pull him from San Diego to New York?
The Manning family's built different. Their dad was a great NFL QB, so he had leverage coming in. Caleb Williams' dad, I think that's the guy Caleb cries to. I mean, I don't know, but we don't know who his dad is other than that. And so you don't have that leverage. And the whole Manning family, Peyton was in the league for a few years with the Colts. They didn't want to go to the Chargers. I guess San Diego was like the laughing stock at the time, which that would have been a great place to live.
Yeah, it might still be, but
well, they don't have a team anymore.
Well, because this is what I'm thinking. Either Caleb Williams is the cockiest motherfucker in the world, or he literally is one of the greatest players that will ever come into the NFL. But I don't think he will be the greatest player ever. And I don't like it. I don't. Whoever gets him
is anti-Caleb. Sorry about it.
Sorry.
There's other great QBs we love.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is going to be amazing. Jalen Daniels. Drake May. I don't know about Drake May. One I really like, Michael Penix from Washington, the lefty. He throws a sweet ball. There's QBs we do like. Just not.
I heard that maybe he could be a Seahawk. Maybe they'll get a little rookie guy.
Michael Penix.
Yeah.
Oh, their offensive coordinator. Oh, the Washington offensive coordinator went to Seahawks offensive coordinator. I like that.
Yeah.
Keep the playbook installed.
It seems like Geno's going to stay in Seattle.
I've got Geno leaving.
He's staying, and the other guy's leaving.
I've got Geno leaving. Drew Lock's definitely leaving, but I got
Drew Lock's leaving. Geno's going to stay.
They paid Geno like $12 million because they had to on a certain day last week, but that doesn't mean they're keeping him. It means that's a good value for a QB, and they might trade him in his $12 million.
I think it's a good guy to keep and then train this rookie you get in, and then next year he can dip out.
You know what team he'd be great for when the Bucs lose Baker Mayfield to the Patriots is the Bucs. Send him to the Bucs to replace Baker and swing it for Mike Evans. Yeah. Geno's
too old to go to a new team.
Geno to Mike Evans, 2 old guys.
It's over.
Chris
Geno's
Godwin's
done.
Old. The Bucs have been old for a while. Let's just lean into this old man movement.
They have.
Ever since Brady
when Tom
was
left,
there.
it really brought down the room.
My last NFL rumor to look out for, the Chargers are moving on from Austin Ekeler because Jim Harbaugh does not want a pass-catching running back. That's not surprising. The name to look out for with the Chargers is Derrick Henry. They want to pound the ball inside. Derrick Henry's a free agent, so look out for him joining us here in LA.
That would make me go to the game to watch some Chargers.
Wait, Justin Herbert wouldn't make you go, but Derrick Henry would?
Yeah, I think Derrick Henry. Because I think Derrick Henry's like something that a man that size, I don't think you see too often. Justin Herbert isn't like impressive. I feel like Derrick Henry, that's an impressive man.
That's how I feel about Jokic. Thick. These are thick boys you're talking about.
Well, I remember that image of like Mark Ingram and Derrick Henry standing next to each other and like the size difference. Like Mark Ingram looked like a child next to Derrick Henry. It's like, how do you guys play the same position? Yeah, I would go. This is weird. Do the Chargers ever play the Rams?
Sometimes. It's like not like normally, but every once in a while that other division comes up and you play everybody.
Yeah, because I feel like that would be a solid game, right? 2 LA team.
The one game I went to was Chargers Rams. It was 2 years ago. You didn't want to come with me. It's like a holiday, like Christmas Day or something.
Those Chargers Rams at
That was a Chargers Rams. Yeah, it was. It was both LA teams.
All right, good.
The Rams were bad. I think Baker Mayfield started that game for the Rams, and it was only like a year ago. But a lot can change.
That reinvigorated his career right there. That's why he's on the Bucs now.
That's right. Remember, he had like 3 good games with the Rams, and he took off, and now he's going to get $30 million a year by the Patriots, not the Bucs. I can't wait for that. I can't wait.
I got nothing else. That's all I got. The draft, Mike Evans. That's it.
We're an NBA podcast now. I think we covered it. Clearly, we're the ones on TikTok being the NBA influencers, breaking things down. Mike, I didn't realize when my headphones went out there, but I was reading all those TikTok comments, and I didn't read them all before the show. And as I was scrolling, they were making fun of our NBA knowledge more than Bronny. It's like I had to stop reading them. So that was like we were getting roasted, which is kind of fun too.
Yeah, we don't know much NBA. We don't hide it either. We're like, we don't know NBA, but we don't think Bron's going anywhere.
We don't hide it, and we have strong opinions, and we want these clips to be also 15,000 views on TikTok. So help us get there. Like, share, subscribe. It's NFL off season. We still have all the swag, whether it's football season, whether it's other occasions. Mike, we have so much going on. No weeks off. We took our 1 week off, and we're going straight through to football season now.
Yeah. Well, maybe if the baby comes on a recording day, we might have to take that day off.
I think you'll put that.
We'll be there. Okay. All right. Good show. See you.